Okay, so I'll put this out there, see if I got any air conditioning gurus or folks that just know a little bit more than me, which would be pretty easy to do since this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I bought the gauge set that you see on the screen, hooked it up to my motorhome, which is a 2011 Monaco Knight 40 PBQ. Can't get many of the specs because of the company that made the motorhome went out of business, and the company that made the dash air equipment is out of business for a long time too. So the video is going to be me hooking it up, watching the readings as I turn the compressor on and off and watching it equalize. Impression I get as a complete novice is that I probably just need to add some R134A refrigerant to the system, and it might be good. I mean, I might have a leak, I might not, but appreciate any feedback from anybody that's done this sort of thing and would bother to sit through it and see what I saw. So tightening is opening. If I open up the low, which is it's 105, whatever that reading is. And then if I open 105 psi on the low side, well, it's about 105 on the high side. Okay, so far so good. Let's go start the motor. So, doesn't appear that it changed or bobbled any. So turn the air conditioner on. And we got the low pressure going down to 10. And the high pressure sitting at about, kind of bouncing around, 75. Low pressure's drawing down to 5. High pressure's at 50-ish. We're almost down to 0 on the low pressure. High pressure kicking up. Low pressure's at about 5 still. So we got low pressure at 5, high pressure at 75. High pressure must have cycled off. It's going down a little bit, 60 maybe, 55, 60. Low pressure's down to 4. Presumably I need some Freon. Or refrigerant, whatever that stuff is called. Go turn the air compressor off, air conditioner off. We're still running. Low pressure's climbing, high pressure's climbing. Low pressure's on 75 now. 80 or 90 on the high pressure side. So the high pressure is not there. Interesting. Low pressure's climbing up. So they're equalizing. I'm at 90 on the low, high pressure's at 100, 105 maybe. And whatever that time mark is, we're at 98 or something like that. Almost 100, almost equal. It's still moving just a tiny bit, but I'd say right about there it's equalized. And then we'll turn it on one more time. I can't be out here to see it, but okay, I'll turn it on. Low pressure's dropping, high pressure's dropping. That seems weird. Low pressure's down to 10. High pressure's at 75 still. We're about 8 on the low pressure. Now the high pressure's coming down. Pressure's at 8, high pressure's at 60, 70. Okay. Are we equalized? Not quite. There, I shut on that one. I did not turn the compressor off, or the switch off on the dash anyway. But I just killed the engine. High pressure's coming down just a little. We'll see how long it takes. To equalize. Don't think this matters, but inside there's a AC and there's a max AC. And I don't actually know what happens differently when you put it on max versus regular AC, but for all this testing, I just put it on regular AC. My guess, uneducated guess, is it's something to do with recirculation, or maybe it keeps the compressor on all the time regardless. I don't know. Okay, we're pretty close. Low pressure's creeped up over 100, right about where high pressure is. So I'm going to call that good. Assume it's not going to change anymore. That's more or less how I found it after it had been sitting here for a few days. So